You are watching the movie Mirror Friends. Today we are going to tell you the story of an emotional movie that will bring tears to your eyes. A man who is mentally unstable faces many hardships to save his daughter, but later, due to his mental condition, he abandons her, and that is the ending. So, brother Kamal, if you don't know the story of this movie, let's start again. Semi was a man, but his mind was only as weak as a 7-year-old child. He used to work in a cafe. One day, he learned at the cafe that his wife had been admitted to the hospital. He rushed to the hospital and found out that a little angel had been born to him. They named him Lucky. After some time, he returns home from the hospital with his wife and daughter. But as he boards a bus with his daughter, his wife runs away because she had become very upset with her own child and no longer wanted to live with herself. Now she and her daughter lived alone on the rock where she could not take care of herself properly. Now, taking care of such a small child was becoming very difficult for her. The child was always crying, which made her even more nervous. One day, her neighbor, Annie, called and asked, "Hey, where's her mother? And why is she crying so much?" She told everyone else that she had left her. After this, she called her to her house and told them that small children are made to eat every 2 hours. This happens due to hunger. She does this since then. But she was very tired of all this. But still she did not dare to take much care of Hari and her daughter. Just like her friends, she too was mentally unstable. One day, she came to her house and seeing Lucy, she became very upset. Sam is happy now. He takes the girl to work at his cafe. But working with the girl in the cafe was very difficult. So he left the responsibility of looking after Lucy to others. Gradually, Lucy grew older and his friends found her very intelligent and beautiful. She realized that her father was very different from others. One day, she asked herself, "Papa, will Mom ever come back?" Sam had no answer. Lucia had grown up, so to send her to school, Sam and his friends bought Lucy everything she needed for school. On the first day, she answered all the questions correctly, which pleased her greatly. However, her classmates made fun of her because of her behavior. One night, when Lucy was sitting with her homework, Sam was unable to teach her. One day, Lucy got into a fight with one of the customers at the cafe, and in the process, the police took her in. They then discovered that she was an innocent man. This arrest would have ruined his entire life because the next day he called himself to school and the psychiatrist said he was mentally very weak and couldn't take proper care of himself. Lucy was very intelligent and took complete care of herself. She had difficulty taking care of Lucky herself, and at night she would read books to Sham. Lucy would be embarrassed in front of her friends because of her behavior because she was just like a child. But Lucky loved his father very much. It was Lucy's 17th birthday. The child welfare officer came to their house on that day. Should they take them to court? The officer said that due to his circumstances, he couldn't take proper care of Lucy. He ordered her to stay in a hostel and was only allowed to meet Lucky twice a week. Hearing this, his friends felt very hurt. She hopes to give her kiss to a good lawyer. She meets a lawyer named Sam. She meets Richa, who is very famous and expensive, but she doesn't seem very interested in him. She also shows us her daughter's picture. She gives her number to the secretary, telling him to give up her life. But later, she makes coffee with her own hands and takes him to Ritter. Ritter takes the coffee and then pretends to be a sister and drives him away. The next day, Sir buys a gift for Lucy because it was his turn to meet Lucy. Lucky is very happy to see Sion. Understanding Lucy, Sion tells her that he will definitely win this trial. She replies, "You are the best father in the world. I also want to be with you." The officer was listening to all this from behind the glass near Lucky. Hearing this, their eyes welled up. They all had to decide whether they wanted to find themselves or Richa for their case. He kept going to him again and again to persuade him. Finally, Rita agreed to fight for Sam and, on court orders, took him to a psychiatrist. The psychiatrist asked him some questions. After this questioning, Rita asked Sham to make a list of people who could prove to the court that he was a good sinner. After this, all of his friends came to meet him, and they all had only one statement, that the soldier was very good and had faith in him. However, they all suffered from mental illness like Sam, so it was very difficult for the court to believe them. So, she asked him to meet someone else. So, he went to him and asked him testify in court. However, he refused to tell anyone else because she said that she didn't want to be involved in a court case, and she clearly refused. Now it was the day of the hearing, but she testified against Sam because during the checkup she had realized that he was mentally weak. The press reported that Rita also realized this, but she maintained her courage and said, "I will do my best to win this case." So, she told a popular doctor whose mother's condition was similar to hers. This doctor said in court that her mother was also like this, but she became a good doctor today because of her. The prosecutor said that this is only seen in some cases, so she will have to stay in the hostel. One day, when Sam goes to meet Lucky at the hostel, Lucy tells Sam that she has been given permission to go out to the park, which was exactly 6 months old, but Sam was unaware of this. After this, the two of them roam around so much that she is unable to go to the hostel, and the welfare officer arrests her again. Rita is furious at the news of her arrest, as this could prove in court that she cannot fulfill her responsibilities properly. She also refuses to leak the story to the family welfare officer. One day, the prosecution questions Lucky and observes that she is more intelligent and understanding than other children. Furthermore, her behavior clearly reveals that she loves her father very much. From the day of the hearing, the owner of the house also praises her in court. This time, her neighbor, who had been reluctant to come to court, also agrees to testify for herself and tells the court that she always took great care of Lucky. However, the prosecutor, who doesn't trust anyone else, calls her once. It's clear that Rhett was estranged from her husband. He wouldn't listen to anyone, and Rhett couldn't give him time, which led to a strained relationship between Rhett and his son. Rhett then prepared himself for the questions he would face in court. He was also gifted a suit to make a good impression in court. However, before the hearing, he went to a cafe wearing the suit and spilled a coffee mug, ruining his suit. He then went to court in the same condition. When the prosecutor began asking him questions, he accurately answered Rita's instructions. However, as soon as the prosecutor began asking him more questions, he became nervous. "Do you want to keep your daughter with you, or do you want a bright future?" For her, Rhett's father, who was also a lawyer, asked him to meet with Lucky. "For a bright future for her," he said. "He's going to meet Lucky faster. The parents pay for the expenses, but he doesn't dare go inside and returns without meeting them." Lucy was also very quiet and unhappy. One day, Rita came to visit Sham at his house. Sham, upset, refused to open the door. However, Rita broke the door and barged in, assuring herself that she would bring her daughter back to him. Rita tells herself that she should do something good to earn more money and buy a house, so that it would be easier to prove in court that she could properly care for her children. But she angrily says, "Rich people like you can never feel my pain because you are so happy with your money." Hearing this, Rhetron is shocked and explains that she too has many problems in her life. She has money, but she can't find time for her children and can't spend time with them. Rita gets angry at this. During this time, he meets Lucy's foster mother, but she says, "If you want to meet Lucy, you can, but I won't give you Lucky." After this, Lucky sees her in the evening and she has a lot of fun, and also has some fun with herself. After a long time, they meet. She gives him a letter written for him, which Lucy's anger turns into love. In 1922, the family welfare officer told the court that Lucy's foster parents don't want to give Lucky back. The court ordered her to meet Lucy only twice a week. Richa reassures her that everything will be fine. But now Lucy is also trying to align herself with her foster parents. She is happy to see Lucy from a distance. She buys a house near Lucy's foster parents' house. At night, Lucky goes to Safe's house. Sam hands over Lucy to her parents. Lucky responds that he would never accept her as his father's replacement. Richa tells Sam that she now spends a lot of time with her son and that their relationship is going well. That evening, she hands Lucky over to Sam and leaves Lucy to live with him forever. In the next scene, Sam and Lucy are seen playing, and everyone else looks very happy. And thus, a father overcomes every difficulty with his daughter. The movie ends here.